Hokate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. Pikmin City? In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hokate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Hokate, Hokatari, Hokaladu. It's the same thing I said in the last game, and hello everybody! Welcome to Pikmin 2. That sounded better in my head. Oh boy, it's loud in my ears. Hooray! I'll get more into the fate of Mario and Luigi in a little bit, but for now, we have this cutscene of wonderfulness. President Hokate Freight and local employee Louis Hokatari. Hokatari Freight is just hard to say. I don't care what Palutena says. And so begins the Valley of Repose. Pikmin 2, the best, worst Pikmin game, which you can say about any of them, really, because reasons I don't feel like explaining in the first part, but hello, if you're new, I'm a rando, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I make music and videos and stuff. Yes, I'm doing a great job selling myself. Most people already left by this point. Alright, time to read. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. What kind of voice is this? He is not responding via his communicator. He's either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a minute. Look. Hello. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they're about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them quickly. Press B to call them with your whistle, Captain Olimar. You can also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry further, remember? That's a weird voice. Well, that's the ship's voice now. The ship has a voice. Yeah, I have friends! Friendship is wonderful. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab blah blah blah. Hooray for tutorials. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna go over here. Hello. Why use Pikmin when you can use your fists? This dwarf bulb, I should say, cannot hurt you or Pikmin. You can just... Do I get an achievement? Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just re-established my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Hard to multitask, really. So, hooray! Louis. Hello, Louis. I was gonna say rapscallion you. What is that even from? You know something. Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? My concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to the location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press start/pause to contact me and blah blah blah. So yeah, now we have Louis. Here we go. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. Fascinating. Tutorials are fun. Alright, let's get this over with. The seed of the onion object is just spread. According to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can use C to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and correct their movement. You can expand them with X. Interesting. Olimar's description of the Pikmin characters was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensor has detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Yeah, unfortunately, the tutorial for the first few days of this game are fun. And by that, I mean not fun, but that's why we're testing today. And that's why I don't blame you for skipping ahead a little. There you go. I hate you. And your sister. Violence begets violence! And this is the part where I start spamming the B button. Because he's just saying that pellets are good things and that bringing stuff back to the onion will make more Pikmin. Hooray, now I have more people to boss around. Oh, I already got that one, yeah. So yeah, as if it isn't completely obvious, I am playing the GameCube version for reasons unknowns to me. Actually, I do know, it's because I prefer the GameCube version. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that before, especially if you wanted the unfortunate saps that suffered through me playing for the first game on the Wii. But yeah, I honestly just really prefer the GameCube controls for multiple reasons. Especially for recording, because that way I don't accidentally hit the microphone and I can actually focus on keeping my voice close to the microphone. I said microphone, I should have said mic. And I'm still bad at commentating. I haven't recorded in months! Well, actually, I recorded August, late August. That's when I did the Mario All-Stars thing. Speaking of Mario, I don't really want to talk about other LPs and other things anymore, but I should mention that Mario and Luigi will happen eventually. The Wii U just decided not to cooperate. Hello, Duracell. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it was because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I'd like to praise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Still to move the camera behind you, blah blah. Hurrah! Ignoring the battery, we're just gonna keep on going. I am not going to talk about the basics of Pikmin because once again, this isn't it. Well, I mean, this is the tutorial level, but this isn't how are you good at game? Let's get all more closer because I like doing something stupid. Yay, now everyone's here. Captain Armor, Louis, you're reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our ship, but now I must be assured we combine with it can get for anything, correct? Non blah. Hurrah. Gameplay, basically meaning you can call your subordinate. Is that the right word? Yeah, I think that's the right word. Yes, you can call your. You can just make Louis be your. Words you're not allowed to say on the internet. I shouldn't really think about that. Anyway, yeah, Wii U not cooperating. It's cooperating now, but it only took a while to get cooperating again, and I don't. Well, I could be recording it now, but just. I still have. There's still one episode that has yet to get out. That's from April. And the reason why I haven't recorded more since then and tried to fix this problem sooner, as you can probably tell, this year has been crap. So, yeah, you know, being alone isn't very easy these days. But hey, I'm actually alone for once. Did I mention this in Mario All-Stars? I honestly have no idea. Thrilling gameplay, I know. So other reasons to prefer the GameCube version is you can do this. I don't think you can use the whistle by, well, the swarm by itself without Pikmin in the Wii ones. And also, it's just the version I grew up with. Plain and simple. People go on about how, especially this is really apparent, especially since Pikmin 3 Deluxe is happening. People are such a stickler about, oh, the pointer controls are the only way to play Pikmin. And the pointer controls are fine. I will admit, when I did Pikmin 1 with pointer controls, that was my first time. I mean, I have... Okay, good. I have both games on Wii. Granted, my disc for Wii 2 is kind of scratched up, so I bought it on the Wii Shop. Wii Shop! Rest in peace, Shop Channel. No, but, yeah, the pointer controls are good for, I mean, what they... I mean, I totally understand why people say, oh, well, I prefer the pointer controls. Which is all well and good. You're allowed to have your opinion. Unless you're my coworker and you don't have an opinion. But that's besides the point. You're allowed to have an opinion. But personally, I have always liked the GameCube control. Which is why when I play Pikmin 3, I always played with a gamepad.
Wow.
And speaking of the gamepad, switching from gamepad controls to the Pro Controller. Because who needs gyro when you're a stickman? Yes. Who needs gyro? Well... It's just, I haven't gotten used to it yet. Granted, of course, when I play through Pikmin 3 Deluxe in like a day when it comes out. No, not that it comes out tomorrow, since it's being recorded the 17th, but I'm going to finish it in like one giant sitting. I can already feel it. Because Pikmin 3 is not a long game. I mean, I think it might be a little long. Yeah, I guess you could argue it's longer than Pikmin 1 because there's more to collect, but I'm getting ahead of myself. At least I had something to talk about while this battery was getting dragged. Worth 280 Pokos, it is the Courage Reactor! Yes, I'm gonna do that every single time. I don't care what anyone tells me. Not like I have comment section. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure! We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hawkatate, yes, he is an old ship, so he's going to be referred to it as Hawkatate, because that's back before the planet got renamed. We must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal predators. Predators, creatures, I think they're... whatever. That's a lot of stuff that can kill Pikmin. Oh boy. You got mail. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll keep checking off and keep up with the pace. Well, you know what this means, right? It means the episode is not over because I am doing longer things in more than one day because, for those of you who are still not aware, Pikmin 2 is one of those games that, you know, I don't want to call it a black sheep. I wouldn't call it a black sheep, but it's just that it's different than the other two in that days can take hours. So we're doing parts instead of days. And my throat's already getting sore. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? Or the government, in my case. The Pikmin seem to be in the onion. Run today like survival skills. Yay. So, basics of Pikmin 101, everyone. What kind of voice was that? No. The goal of the second day is pretty much tutorial part 2. Yes, the game's tutorial is really long. But besides that... Oh, I was about to say I threw one too many, but hey, one of them fell off. But... Hey! Brilliant commentary. No, I got distracted. Yeah, but day 2 is basically tutorial. Part 2, it's fun, and it's fun for the whole family, and not cumbersome at all, and other fun things. Yeah, they should be good. But yeah, your goal for the second day is just to raise up your numbers. Red Pikmin aren't really that important, all things considered, and you'll see that very soon. Or you already know if you've either played this game or played Smash Brothers, or, I don't know, read the wiki. What do people who don't know about Pikmin do these days? That number is slowly getting smaller, because I get the feeling that Pikmin is one of those series that people know about, but no one's actually played. I mean, it's better than it was maybe a few decades ago, but who knows. Let's just help them along, as always. I mean, I know I said I wasn't going to be a tutorial man, but putting more Pikmin as recorded makes it go faster, and when you're as impatient as me, that's a good thing. See, right now I'm having Louie follow me because there's not really anything better for Louie to do because he's Louie. But of course, you can always just leave him behind if you want, which I will not because why? There we go. Gotta love the onion. I will also, another good improvement is that Pikmin sprout way faster than they did in 1, which is very nice. Yeah, I honestly don't... It got shorter with every single game, but it's just, I honestly have no idea why it took as long as they did in the first game. Probably because they didn't no, they knew what they were doing, because obviously the change for the second game is just... eh. Thankfully, Pikmin 2 is a lot more stable than the first game, which is to be expected from a sequel, especially if it's on the same console as the first one.
Okay.
But hey, sometimes you don't know. And time for everything to end horribly as I lose Pikmin on the second day. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was about to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. I'm good at counting. Get these on this. Help a little here. Put some more here. and take the 9 that I left over and head over to the wall. This is the wall. Time to tear down the establishment. Whatever SpongeBob said. Where's the last one? Oh, hello. Uh-huh. Okay, there you go. I was worried about you, Johnson. You've always been an oddball. Go ahead and leave Louie there because, I mean, why not? Pikmin. Yeah, Pikmin are basically way more snappier in this game than they were in the first, which again is a good thing, because, like, look at that instant reaction time. It's like they actually, well, I mean, only yellow Pikmin have ears, but if I remember correctly, in the first game, the way the whistle worked was that Pikmin would get called to you when you let go of the button, which is weird. All I know is that Pikmin 1 is a very weird game in general. Like code-wise, because modding for Pikmin 2 is actually, you know... Okay, Johnson Sue. Johnson 2. Yeah, everyone who's an idiot is just going to be called Johnson because Steve is already taken. And Steve is a Smash Brothers character. Yes, that's clearly what I was going with. You dare not reference that creature on this YouTube channel. Come on, check the gun already. I have enough problems. Y'all as slow as molasses. Which makes sense, they're leaves. What you gonna do? While we're sitting here waiting for nothing to happen. A fun little detail, which most people don't really care to notice or just don't care about, is that when you're playing as Louie, the music is in swing. Power of Four Heads! How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when Master Might is ferocious? Hooray for more tutorials. Guess ship. It's like, not like I would have figured it out on my own. Thank you for being so helpful. Or more. Worth 170 Pokos. It's utter scrap. Ooh. Hey, the new jingle happened twice because it happened right whenever the tin can was collected. Now come along, children. Did I say that in the first game? I still feel like I stole that from someone. Wow, you're so slow. Interesting. Warm hair is welling. Warm hair! Warm hair is wailing up from the hole in the ground before ye. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Approach the hole and proceed to jump in. Yay. Immersion's cave. Enter the hole of your Pikmin squad. Sure. I have nothing better to do with my life. And emergence is the property of where tons of stupid things become smart. Isn't science wonderful? Wow. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas may support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press start/pause. I'm not just a ship, I'm an all-purpose support pod. Good to know, ship. Good to know. Welcome to Caves. This is 90% of Pikmin 2. Enjoy. In caves, there are no time limits, no onions, and no reason to bring back enemies unless you're weird like me. Yeah, since there's no onions out here, obviously all corpses go to the ship pod, which get turned into cold, hard cash. As you will see here momentarily.
How could you possibly consider this beast a treasure?
Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry! I suppose I will store your finds in my hull. I do not think beasts will be worth much. I am an idiot. I am very sorry. Alright, time for more interruptions. War of 180 Pokos, it's Citrus Lump. Every night after that, War of 100 Pokos, it's 7-Up. Quenching Emblem. Quenching Emblem. Sprite is not superior. 7-Up always was the best drink of all time. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, do you recall? Camera! Approach the hole and press A to enter it. Ominous noise. So yeah, you technically don't have to bring enemies back to the ship pod, but because most people I know don't do this, but well, here's the thing is that it's not like all of these caves are 2 floors. So they're going for quite a while. Cause here, look, $2, another $2. There's 2 reasons why people don't like bringing back enemies, in my opinion. Or from my experience when I talk to people about it. 1, they don't like doing it because they're lazy. 2, and this is the logical one, they don't like odd numbers. Which is respectable, I guess. Even though I do think that... I don't know what the total is for every game. For every game, it's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design of the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be able to lift it. You're right, because 1 will be able to. Huzzah! Have fun, dude. Hello. And people say you need pointer controls to be accurate. Hello. You don't need to aim when you have this many Pikmin. You don't even need to throw them. I'm just being fancy. Hello. You've just been exterminated. Hello, flowers. You're so pretty. Astounding! A flower blooms in a cave deep below the snowy landscape. Clearly it's warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin. Ah, oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, boy. The Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. All weird things I say are completely on accident. Although that is not the worst case. Well, can you even call that? I don't think you can call it profanity, but it's not exactly something nice or something you hear very often. I don't even know what it means. But accidental profanity is always a good time. Hello, fat man. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. His hair is quite stocky. It seems to be very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report. It must be an entirely new pipe. Okay. Now, fun fact. Just a little spoiler for 2 minutes from now. It's not going to be 2 minutes. It's going to be more like 5. When you get that globe back to the ship and go back upstairs, go back to the surface, the day is going to end. Now, if you're a clever person, if you leave without collecting the globe and come back, you can actually farm more Pikmin. You can farm more purple Pikmin. Those candy pops will stop spawning. English is hard. The candy pop buds will stop spawning once you reach 20. But that means if you do one group of 10, one group of 9, and another group of 10, then that means you'll get 29 out of it, which is nice. And yes, I'm making it carry as slow as possible because I'm that person. I've actually waited for them to do this once. It was not very fun. Come on. Johnson, get on it! Okay. Now we wait. Well, Louie waits. We can go ahead and go all the way over here. They see me walking. They're hating. Ride me by Louie. Inertia is a property of matter, even though it's not going. Astounding water shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it with A. Approach it with A. What? Okay. Warp 200 Pokos, it's the Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside this sphere, receiving data. Error, I can only decode a portion of the data, but I did receive new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere Chart. Press start to pause the Konami Explorer Kit left. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. Because you can't just land somewhere. You don't have to whistle, Pikmin, but I just felt like doing it. Because I'm special! I gotta love the one that gets... the one that takes a second, it's just like... If you wait here long enough, something special happens, but we ain't doing that till we get to the final boss. Because I'm evil, and I know this game isn't getting finished until 2022. That is one thing you should know about right now, is that this game is going to get... Well, this playthrough is going to get updated very sporadically, because today was an exception. I can't get regular time. I need to... Maybe I should probably try to get Mario and Luigi working again, but... You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a record back. Record! Okay, whatever. Yes. Shut it. You can stick up some cutscenes with start, but yes. In the Wii version of this, Louie's head glitches out of it. I don't know why. It just does. scares me. That's nice to see. Baby steps first, Salamar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debtors with happy Hawkatate savings and loans after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So ha!